Hello, it is day 16 of the Aquarius Experiment. I'm Sara Waggle, astrologer and leadership coach. And today I wanted to talk about movement and kind of like holding yourself accountable to movement. Because it's something that's easy for us to all fall into is not holding ourselves accountable for getting our body moving, and particularly moving outside, and particularly like walking outside, or even doing some sort of exercise that's repetitive, like walking or running or swimming or cycling, things like that. That can just keep your body moving. Like, we get all this nervous energy that kind of builds up and has nowhere to go within our body, and so we kind of got to move the energy through. The advantage to doing this outside is sunshine, it's greenery, it's outdoor, fragrances or smells if you live in a city, and whatnot. And this is really important, as energy is amping up. Yesterday I talked about how heavy everything felt, and meditation and things like that, but there's ways of meditating that are movement. Obviously yoga can be meditative, does not have to be, but it can be. But things that are repetitive, like walking, things like that. I would also even say like walking a trail that's like off of a street that has traffic or something like that. So getting onto a trail, or a walk along a lake. The Chicago lakefront was like perfect for this, but Arizona had its share of canals to walk along. San Francisco had its ocean walks. In fact, a good chunk of California has ocean walks to walk along. But these sorts of things, because number one, it's difference in scenery, it gets you outside, but also because there's no traffic to deal with. You're not, if you're me and you stress out over lots of trucks and buses and cars whizzing past you, it can be more stressful and less relaxing and calming and meditative. So even when I lived in cities, I often found a park, or a lakefront or something to go and move, or get some movement in. And then there's people, and just people watching or interacting, saying hello, getting a dose of someone else's energy besides your own, can be beneficial as well. And if you are at home on a treadmill, fantastic too. Perhaps listen to an audiobook or a podcast that's motivational or inspirational, or just something maybe like different, just to kind of break the monotony of what's going on in your own world. We can kind of all get lost in the sauce of our own situation and forget that everyone else is like not only dealing with their own, but theirs is different than ours. But just conscientiousness to your own physical movement, and moving energy through. You often see me talk with my hands, or move my hands, or move my arms. It's just how I energetically move. But anywho, so even cleaning your house, doing your laundry, folding it and putting it away. I know we're not all great at that. I get it. Doing the dishes, cooking meals, things like that. That kind of movement, just moving the energy through your system, can be beneficial in calming, especially if you're an overthinker, overprocessor, and that thinking just builds up. Get out of your head and get into doing something else, and doing something with your physical body to move those thoughts through and throughout. And talk to yourself while you're walking, or even doing some chanting. By that I mean like you want the desire to use your throat chakra, but no words to actually say because you're so frustrated, or you're so over a situation. Just chanting and letting sounds come out of your throat chakra to support moving that energy through your throat chakra, can be helpful as energies are amping up. And so, the thing about this Aquarius Experiment project has really been supporting myself and you, the viewer, in being very intentional and almost rigid with practicing getting into your spirituality or maintaining your spirituality, and you know, really connecting with your higher self. And I'll tell you what, it's been supportive for me as I have moved through this time and space. And so thank you for you know, I guess thank you to the platforms, but thank you too for watching, for interacting, and hopefully practicing some of this stuff right along with me, because I have definitely been doing it as I have been presenting it. So I am practicing what I preach on here. So I appreciate you. I hope you're taking on something of what I have presented so that you can somehow develop the skill or the ability to trust yourself, to trust God, source, universe, to really tune in to your intuition, to kind of slow down the thinking and all of the crazy amounts of thoughts we're all dealing with right now. So anyway, I hope this was helpful. The usual links are in the usual places. This was day 16 of the Aquarius Experiment.